This summer, it's the U.S. versus the world. Unbelievable! The FIFA Women's World Cup, July on Fox.
Live, this is Fox 56 News, first at 10.
This Memorial Day weekend, many flock to the beach, and although rare, multiple recent shark attacks are prompting officials to shore up security measures this summer as some coastal areas go on shark watch. Jen Sullivan has a closer look at the recent attacks and what's being done to protect people.
Recent scares dampening the Memorial Day holiday weekend for some at our nation's coasts.
Gonna meet you at the hospital.
Multiple shark attacks from Hawaii to New Jersey are prompting officials to step up efforts to protect beachgoers, adding more lifeguards, drones, and posting warning signs, and urging people to use caution and stay vigilant in the waters. Oh! In Hawaii, a man was left in serious condition last month after being bitten by a shark in Oahu. In Florida,
it was like right there, right in the white water.
A 13-year-old was just sitting in the water earlier this month in Fort Pierce when she was bitten. Then last week, 2 men in Florida bitten by sharks while fishing in separate incidents. Both survived.
I just see the big gray figure of him just there, and I see it every time I close my eyes.
Then, just a few days later in New Jersey, a 15-year-old surfer survived an apparent shark encounter with only a bite mark.
I thought it was just a crab, like pinching my foot, but it felt bigger than that.
The governor of New York is taking action to keep beachgoers safe, ordering more drones in the air, more boats in the water as the unofficial summer season gets going.
I can't imagine never going in the ocean again, but probably not this summer.
And while shark attacks are extremely rare, experts say if you see schools of fish or seals gathering, don't go swimming with them because a shark may be nearby and it could mistake you for lunch.
The only time people come into the mix is when they're in the water with the same food the shark is looking for.
I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
And in the most recent shark attack, a 22-year-old American tourist was bitten by a shark in Turks and Caicos this week. A lawsuit has been filed in Center County Court against suspect Kurt Relema. The suit is filed by the woman who says Relema raped her on a Penn State golf course in 2000. Police were able to find DNA evidence to link him to not only that incident, but another one that happened back in 1999. His accuser is seeking damages and a jury trial. Firefighters in Lycoming County and Clinton County battled a 3-alarm greenhouse fire today. Officials from the Lycoming County 911 Communications Center say that the call came in around noon for greenhouses off of Schoolhouse Road in Jersey Shore on fire. The blaze was put out around 1 o'clock this afternoon. We have no word yet on injuries. Firefighters responded to a fire outside the Shenandoah Historical Society early this morning. Fire crews were called to the scene just off of East Cherry Street around 4 a.m. They were able to extinguish the fire within minutes of the call. There was no damage done to the building, and the fire is under investigation. A Scranton home is destroyed after a fire that took place this morning. It happened around midnight on Marion Street. Crews worked for over 3 hours to get the fire under control. All residents and pets are said to have made it out safely. The cause of that fire is currently unknown. New details on an ATV accident we first told you about last night. We now know one man is dead after his ATV fell into a pond over the weekend. According to Schuylkill News, 72-year-old Arthur Heckman was pronounced dead at the scene in Schuylkill County. Early indications showed that he was driving an ATV along the edge of the water and slid. An autopsy is scheduled for this week. An elderly man from Susquehanna County is dead after a tractor accident last week. The incident took place on May 24th, just before 2 p.m. 87-year-old David Grooverner was driving hay bales from one farm to another when he lost control of the vehicle as it began going downhill. The tractor went off the side of the road, overturning onto the man. He was pronounced dead at the scene. A crash between a motorcycle and a bear shut down a road in Hepburn Township this afternoon. The crash happened on Pleasant Valley Road. All those involved are said to have suffered multiple injuries, but the severities of those injuries is unknown at this time. There's no word on the status of the bear or how exactly that crash happened. Blue Chip Farm Animal Refuge brought a dog in over the weekend that they say is in the worst condition they have ever seen. The dog, now named Kindred, had every bone visible to see and was found in Harvey's Lake area. The pup is in the ER due to her body condition. Anyone with any information on the dog's owner is asked to contact the shelter. Donations can be made on a link on our website, that is FOX56.com. Memorial Day is a time to honor the fallen heroes of the United States. Nicholas P. Wargo, a Pennsylvania native who fought in World War II, lost not only his life, but also his Purple Heart. Recently, that Purple Heart was found at a local flea market. A trooper from Coriopolis presented the Purple Heart to Wargo's family in a ceremony over the weekend. New at 10 today, Ashley Borough in Luzerne County celebrated its 141st year honoring veterans with a grand parade. Fox 56's Alicia Hercules was there and spoke to longtime fans of the parade.
The sound of bagpipes and candy landing on the ground filled the air during today's parade. The borough of Ashley had their first Memorial Day parade in 1882. This makes Ashley's Memorial Day parade one of the oldest in the country and one of the longest running in Pennsylvania. Dominic Panetta has been attending this parade for over 50 years and says it's still such an important part of his Memorial Day all these years later.
And it's an honor to watch this parade every year for 50 years, and it's an honor to honor the veterans.
Today's parade featured performances from the Wyoming Valley Pipe and Drum Band, as well as a dance performance from the Emerald Isle Steppers, a local Irish dance group. Wilkes-Barre Mayor George Brown also made an appearance during today's parade. Emma George, Dominic Panetta's granddaughter, has been attending this parade since she was a baby. She tells me that this parade is an important and beloved family tradition.
Watching the whole town get together and watch the parade and everyone coming together from Ashley, Hanover, everywhere, and celebrating Memorial Day.
Local sports teams from the Hanover School District also participated in the parade. Cheryl Savitsky and Brian McDermott have both been attending this parade for over 15 years, and they tell me this is such an important parade to honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice.
The best way we can thank these veterans and the people that passed to keep us free is by being here to support not just the parade, but the Legion.
Fans of the Ashley Memorial Day Parade tell me they have no plans on not attending anytime soon. Reporting from Ashley and Luzerne County, I'm Alicia Hercules of Fox 56 News, first at 10.
And to stay up to date with parades in the area, you could just visit our website, fox56.com. Hanover Township held their Memorial Day parade today as well. The parade kicked off at the Holy Cross Church. The parade route led directly to the historic Hanover Green Cemetery, where veterans and parade participants paid tribute to veterans and active military members.
Most people think of it as the opening of the party season for the summer barbecues and everything, but in reality it's not. It's a Memorial Day to remember all of our past veterans who have gone on before us so that we can have days like this.
The memorial service concluded with the singing of God Bless America and final words from members of the American Veterans Post 69. And we asked online, how are you spending your Memorial Day weekend? Ruth said sitting on the porch in between making brownies and mac and cheese and having burgers on the grill later. Just a nice quiet day today. Brady said at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600. You could feel free to leave your comments on our Facebook page, that is at Fox 56. A volunteer fire department in Luzerne County wrapped up day 4 of their Memorial Weekend fair. Fox 56's Josh O'Cullen was in Sweet Valley. He's joining us now live with more. Josh.
Yes, Deputy Chief Stan Davis said they've been doing this fair for over 50 years, and the community comes out to support them every single time.
It's been a pretty good weekend. Communities come out and support us like they always have. We've been short rides this year, but again, we've had quite a good turnout.
They celebrated their Memorial Day parade this morning, with first responders from Luzerne, Columbia, and Wyoming counties all in attendance. After the parade, fire companies went head-to-head in a throwback-style firefighter Olympics with bucket brigades and pumps.
And having to pump water with that is really wears you out.
I spoke to one local business that has come back for the 5th year in a row.
Our business is good today. It's been good all week. It's been beautiful, sunny. Everybody needs a hat. It was gorgeous out.
Kathy Peterson said this is their first event on the road and a great way to start the season.
This was perfect. We had 4 days of gorgeous weather. We love the people here at Sweet Valley. It's a great area, great neighborhood, and we did a fantastic business this week.
They also have a location at the marketplace at Steamtown. Davis says this is their biggest fundraising event of the year, but it also gives them an opportunity to honor Memorial Day as a community.
And then in addition to that, it's an opportunity for us to remember the veterans and those that gave their lives for the country.
The fire company also sells dinners the first Saturday of every month. Reporting live, I'm Joshua Coulomb, Fox 56 News, 1st to 10.
All right, the Philadelphia 76ers have chosen a new head coach after parting ways with former coach Doc Rivers. According to the Associated Press, the team has announced that they have hired veteran Nick Nurse as their new coach to try to win the franchise's first title since 1983. 76ers hired 55-year-old Nurse following his exit last month from the Toronto Raptors. Coming up, a string of shootings have taken place over Memorial Day weekend. We'll fill you in on the violence around the country after the break.
We've had a lot of sunshine over the last couple of days. Temperatures on the warm side, but as time wears on this week, the sunshine's going to continue, and as the ground continues to dry out, it is going to get even warmer with time. Temperatures climbing through the 80s, upper 80s, and eventually lower 90s on the way. Find out when we could see some much-needed rainfall coming up.
It's Teacher's Night.
Can these educators school Shazam for $1 million?
Turn their classroom into a cash room.
Tuesday at 8 on Fox 56.
I'm Alicia Hercules, and you're watching the Fox 56 News, 1st at 10.
Hey, NEPA, good news! MotorWorld has new and pre-owned vehicles in stock now. Celebrate and save all month long during the MotorWorld Memorial Day Savings Event. Plus, we buy cars too and pay top dollar for your trade. Your best inventory, your best financing, and your best deals. Buy it your way with the area's largest inventory, only at MotorWorld. Visit MotorWorldGroup.com.
Sunbury Motor Kia has in stock the Sportage Hybrid, which gets 38 miles to the gallon starting at $31,185. Or test drive the 2023 Kia Soul LX starting at only $21,900. Sunbury Motor Company.
You'll hit the bullseye for fun when you visit the Hatchet Factory in 40 Fort. It's the coolest venue to hit NEPA. Book an event with your friends for some healthy and competitive excitement. Regardless of your age, skill, or fitness level, it's a kick-axe good time. Plus, you'll have your own expert to ensure your safety. Come check out the Hatchet Factory and see why throwing axes is better than therapy. Visit thehatchetfactory.com for all the details. Call 570-763-7400. Open Thursday through Sunday.
I am a genius. Did I get a perfect SAT score? Was I a doctor at the age of 13? No. I'm a genius because I hired Kitchen Saver. I got a kitchen that looks brand new, but save time and money. Because Kitchen Saver uses my cabinets that are still in good shape. They call it refacing. I call it easy. They'll install new doors, drawers, and hardware that you choose. If you want to be a genius,
go to kitchensaver.com to learn more.
Prepare to be impressed. Kitchen Saver.
Terrible crisis right now. Monday, June 5th, One Network dares to ask, can we survive on Mars?
Fox has sent some of our galaxy's most precious cargo.
Ariel Winter, Lance Armstrong, Portia Williams-Gabadia, Marshawn Lynch, Ronda Rousey, Tom Schwartz, and more celebrities.
To any celebrities out there, don't try this at home.
William Shatner is Mission Control. Stars on Mars, launching Monday, June 5th.
On Fox.
Sunbury Motor Kia has in stock the Sportage Hybrid, which gets 38 miles to the gallon starting at $31,185. Or test drive the 2023 Kia Soul LX starting at only $21,900. Sunbury Motor Company.
Live, this is Fox 56 News at 10 with Aaron Leedy and Juliana Furfari and your Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Mike Susko. Live, this is Fox 56 News, 1st at 10.
Memorial Day is a time to honor those who have died serving the United States in America's military, but it also marks an unofficial start to summer with backyard barbecues and other festivities. But for many, this Memorial Day weekend has been marked by tragedy instead of a celebration, as a string of shootings rocked communities across the nation. Reed Binion reports.
These gangbangers who are lawless
and what they are gangbangers.
Officials say at least 3 people were killed and multiple others injured in a shooting at a motorcycle rally in Red River, New Mexico, Saturday. According to police, it started with a confrontation between motorcycle gangs. The mayor of Red River said everyone involved is in police custody. Police say Jacob David Castillo, who was injured and hospitalized, was charged with an open count of murder. Meanwhile, police in the Seattle area searching for a suspect after a Saturday shooting at a casino. 3 people were hospitalized and are in critical condition. On the other side of the country, 5 people were shot Friday in Baltimore. Police say it began with an argument.
With officers less than 50 or 60 feet away, there was an officer that had been here all day. It says a lot about that person who is willing to do that.
All the injuries are believed to be non-life-threatening. Police are still looking for the suspect. A suspect also still at large in nearby Washington, D.C., after a man was killed in a shooting at the Metro's Navy Yard station Sunday morning. That shooting started with an argument on the train. And in Atlanta, 2 teens were shot Sunday morning outside a high school. One 16-year-old victim was killed, the other hospitalized in stable condition. No arrests have been made, and police did not say what led to the shooting. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Loneliness becoming an epidemic in America. I'm Angela Brown in Washington, D.C. How artificial intelligence is playing a role in the solution, but also comes with drawbacks.
We've had a lot of sunshine over the last couple of days. Temperatures on the warm side, but as time wears on this week, the sunshine's going to continue, and as the ground continues to dry out, it is going to get even warmer with time. Temperatures climbing through the 80s, upper 80s, and eventually lower 90s on the way. Find out when we could see some much-needed rainfall coming up.
It's Teacher's Night.
Can these educators school Shazam for $1 million?
Turn their classroom into a cash room.
Tuesday at 8 on Fox 56.
Rural Health Corporation provides families in rural areas with the medical and dental services they deserve. With Rural Health Corporation, you are never a number. You are our neighbor, and we've been there for you for over 50 years. Rural Health Corporation. Call us today, 833-283-5887.
Do you know a PIAA District 2 student athlete who is deserving of a $2,500 scholarship? NEPA Builders invites you to nominate a graduating District 2 student athlete. We're looking for students who excel in the classroom and in sports, as well as being contributing members of their community. NEPA Builders is committed to building a better Northeast, and this is just one of the ways that we do that. To nominate a graduating senior, please visit our website. From roofs to foundations, NEPA Builders has you covered.
Save big during the Memorial Day mattress sale at Raymore & Flanigan. Get huge savings on top brands. Up to $500 off Tempur-Pedic, up to $400 off Beautyrest Black, up to $300 off Purple, and much more. Or finance your new mattress for as little as $15 a month with no deposit and no interest for 72 months. Mattresses are in stock and ready for free next-day delivery and removal. Grab these deals while they last. The Memorial Day mattress sale is on now at Raymore & Flanigan.
Getting around isn't as easy as it used to be. That's why we called Bath Fitter. They removed our old tub and installed a beautiful new spacious shower. Now, getting in and out is a breeze. And we have peace of mind with seamless walls that provide a watertight fit, plus their lifetime guarantee. Thanks to Bath Fitter, life is so much easier with a shower we love.
Don't wait. Call right now and pay no interest for 24 months. Find out why Bath Fitter is the perfect fit.
Why are there 2 extra seats? Are we getting 2 Great Danes? I know, giant Uncle Dane and his giant beard. Maybe a dragon. Twin sisters! And one is a robot and one is a knight. And I'll be on the side of the octopus.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third-row legroom. Get 3.9% APR financing for 60 months on new 2023 Atlas Family SE Tech with 4Motion models. Limited inventory available.
Rural Health Corporation provides families in rural areas with the medical and dental services they deserve. With Rural Health Corporation, you are never a number. You are our neighbor, and we've been there for you for over 50 years. Rural Health Corporation. Call us today, 833-283-5887.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Susko, and you're watching the Fox 56 News first at 10.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
Have you ever wondered which part of the day is coldest?
The reason for that, all night long, the Earth's atmosphere is giving off the energy and heat that was charged up the day before by the sun. Well, the sun does come up, but for those first few moments, the sun isn't giving enough energy to make up for how much energy is still being given off by the Earth's atmosphere. So for a short time, the coldest temperatures of the day happen as the sun comes up.
For more content like this, follow the National Weather Desk on Twitter.
Now, your forecast from the Fox 56 Weather Authority.
Plenty of sunshine today. Temperatures topping out in the 80s across much of the region. A little bit cooler as you head east to higher terrain around Hazleton, hitting the mid-70s, also mid-70s around Stroudsburg. Heading west, Hill Grove 87, Lock Haven 86 degrees. A lot of sunshine today. Low pressure to our south kept the clouds to the south for the most part of the Pennsylvania line. There were a few isolated showers that made their way up to about the Turnpike earlier this afternoon, but not much rain across the Keystone State. Heading into Tuesday, it is just a hair cooler tomorrow. Still above normal for this time of year. We push 80 for the afternoon. Plenty of sunshine on the way and another comfortable night coming in tomorrow night. We will fall back into the upper 40s to mid 50s. Here's a look at Futurecast going into tomorrow morning, and a whole lot of nothing going on here. For the most part, a very dry east-northeast flow will continue. So Scranton to Lewisburg to Sealands Grove to Williamsport. Lots of sunshine, basking in the sun here over the next couple of days. Calm, quiet weather continues. High pressure parked to our north across Ontario is just going to continue to dominate our weather right through the end of the week. It's kept our storm system that's to our south all of the holiday weekend. And as we go throughout this entire week, it's going to continue to just rule the world here as we see plenty of sun continuing into Wednesday afternoon. Now, by the time we hit Thursday and into Friday, that is when temperatures start to heat up a bit. We'll see a little change in wind direction to more of a southerly component, and that's going to warm things up as we head into the second half of the week. Lows tonight, upper 40s and low 50s, mostly clear skies, cool and calm. And again, those winds very light coming in from the east and northeast at around 5 miles per hour at best. Into the day tomorrow, we're back into the 70s and low 80s. 81 tomorrow in Towanda, 80 around Troy. Plenty of sunshine on the way, barely a cloud in the sky. Moving off to the south and west here a bit, Lock Haven 82, Renovo at 82, Williamsport at 81. So everybody for the most part's a few degrees either side of 80 coming up for tomorrow afternoon. Shifting gears off to the east here, Hazleton at 77, Bloomsburg 82 degrees. And off to the south and east we go, Jim Thorpe 75 and Pottsville 78 degrees with plenty of sunshine. 7-day forecast, look at this. If you like the sun, you're in luck. There's plenty of it over the next week. Our lone chance of rain is on Saturday. Fingers crossed for at least a little bit. Doesn't look like much, though, as a relatively dry front pushes through the state.
All right, coming up, the Department of Veterans Affairs wants to raise awareness on some of the benefits that are being provided to veterans. We'll explain what those are coming up.
Fox 56 News is sponsored in part by NEPA Builders.
Do you know a PIAA District 2 student athlete who is deserving of a $2,500 scholarship? NEPA Builders invites you to nominate a graduating District 2 student athlete. We're looking for students who excel in the classroom and in sports, as well as being contributing members of their community. NEPA Builders is committed to building a better Northeast, and this is just one of the ways that we do that. To nominate a graduating senior, please visit our website. From roofs to foundations, NEPA Builders has you covered.
The region competes tonight, the Midwest.
I live in Fargo, North Dakota.
I keep Detroit on my back. It's like a hockey puck.
Wednesday at 8 on Fox 56.
Spring is here, and this is your time to reinvent, reemerge, accomplish more with Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks in America for 46 straight years. Get the capability and technology that helps during your work days and your days off. Don't hold back. It's your time to move ahead. Get out there in the truck that delivers, Ford F-150. Now get a 22 F-150 with 0% financing for 48 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash, only from your local Ford store.
If you're turning 65 or retiring soon, it's time to consider your Medicare options.
I picked Geisinger Gold because I've always had Geisinger, and I would trust them with my life and my family.
Geisinger Gold Medicare Advantage plans start at $0 per month with access to more than 29,000 doctors and 100 hospitals across Pennsylvania. Plus plan options that may include dental care, eyewear, and hearing benefits. If it's time for Medicare, learn about the many benefits of Geisinger Gold.
The Lackawanna County Heritage Fair is back and bigger than ever, June 1st through the 4th. The value event of the summer includes admission, rides, entertainment, food trucks, parking, and full access to Montage Mountains Water Park. Save money and buy tickets online at LackawannaCountyFair.com.
When you shop at Wise, you now get rewards points for almost everything you buy. From coffee to croutons, seltzer to salad dressing, mustard to moose tracks. And all those points add up to big savings on food and fuel. Saving money, that's smart. Earning points every time you shop, that's Wise. Eat better, spend less, that's Wise. See wisemarkets.com for program details and exclusions.
Summer's here, and with an exciting new Toyota, you can take a trip to the beach, the city, the mountains, the desert, ooh, the bayou. I think I'm sinking. Definitely sinking.
Get 3.99% APR on a Tacoma, or go a point lower on a 4x2, or pick a 2023 Tundra or 4Runner, 2 of the top 10 cars with best resale value.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Long John Silver's, our 100% white meat chicken is always just a batter dip away from becoming its own golden treasure. Batter up. Dive into our $6 chicken basket or order ahead at longjohnsilvers.com. Fish yeah.
I'm Aaron Leedy, and you're watching the Fox 56 News First at 10.
You're watching Fox 56 News First at 10.
The Surgeon General is warning that the crisis of loneliness is plaguing millions of Americans, and experts say that artificial intelligence could be both a pro and a con fighting loneliness. The National Desk's Angela Brown explains.
AI could be used in virtual visits with mental health specialists, but it could also further isolate people if they replace human interaction with artificial intelligence. This month, the Surgeon General issuing this alarming but not surprising warning about the epidemic of loneliness and the role of technology, social media.
What I worry about is that it has too often replaced our in-person connections with lower quality online connections. And it's also prioritized the quantity of connections over quality of connections.
Experts warning that new AI tools are more powerful than social media algorithms that already have users addicted. Professor and author Yuval Noah Harari at the AI and the Future of Humanity conference in May.
Perhaps most importantly, the new AI tools are gaining the ability to develop deep and intimate relationships with human beings.
For reducing loneliness, AI could be a double-edged sword. AI-enabled chatbots are emerging during a shortage of mental health counselors, but some patients aren't easy. Pew publishing this report that 60% of Americans would be uncomfortable with a provider relying on AI in their own health care. AI-generated companions now emerging. Sparky, the world's first AI-powered robotic dog. How AI reshapes our reality is still taking shape. Either way, panelists during Sinclair's town hall last week called AI the pace of change, said America needs to keep pace.
Other nations are developing AI, and if we don't keep pace, they will outpace us and control the future for the next decade.
The Surgeon General warns that loneliness can kill you faster, leading to premature death, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. In Washington, D.C., I'm Angela Brown.
Astonishing new numbers when it comes to the education of America's school children. I'm Christine Frizzell in Washington with a look at what one civil rights attorney is trying to do.
And if you have tips or story ideas, you can send them to Fox56News at SBGTV.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Watch the Fox 56 News First at 10 anywhere. Download the Fox 56 News app now.
Save over $7,500 on select Ford F-150s and select Explorers discounted $3,500. For these and other amazing deals, check out SunburyFord.com. Sunbury Motor Company, family owned since 1915. Over 100 years of satisfying more customers.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Dennis from Cade Gold and Coins. Don't go fishing around for prices. We pay the best for your gold and silver right here at Cade Gold and Coins.
Extra cash right now. Cade's Gold and Coin Shop wants your scrap. Gold, silver, currency notes, sterling, and gold and silver coins. Cade's will buy it all. 1187 Wyoming Avenue in Exeter. Call 570-762-1298 today. Cade's Golden Coin Shop.
And remember, you'll have it made at Cade's.
Going on a bear hunt.
Bear?
We're gonna catch a big one. Look out for the water.
Gotta go through it.
We're going on a bear hunt.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
Now during Jeep 4x4 season, well-qualified lessees can lease the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe for $389 a month. Visit Jeep.com for details.
Attention homeowners, is it time for a new roof? Then it's time for a brand new metal roof from the pros at USA. Easy pay plans as low as $79 a month. Cash customers, no money down until your USA metal roof is complete. Call today for a free in-home consultation. Ask about our 0% financing. 1-877-872-3398 or visit USAmetalroofs.com.
Call USA today.
A new metal roof from USA.
Save over $7,500 on select Ford F-150s and select Explorers discounted $3,500. For these and other amazing deals, check out sunburyford.com. Sunbury Motor Company, family owned since 1915. Over 100 years of satisfying more customers.
Live, this is Fox 56 News, first at 10.
The Department of Veterans Affairs wants to raise awareness about the final honor for the nation's veterans. They say burial benefits frequently go unused by veterans, and they want those who served and their families to know the extent of their options. Karen Kafa reports from Arlington, Virginia.
It is a rainy morning here at the Marine Corps War Memorial and outside Arlington National Cemetery. And Washington and the nation will honor those today who made the ultimate sacrifice. It's also a day for veterans to reflect upon their service. And the Department of Veterans Affairs wants those veterans to know they will be taken care of through their final salute.
Amid the quiet and the solemnity, Arlington National Cemetery is expanding, adding 70 acres to the south of these hallowed grounds, an estimated 80,000 burial sites by late 2027.
The current physical expansion that we're doing right now was the last available land contiguous, in other words, connecting to Arlington National Cemetery. And even to do that expansion, we've had to reconstruct existing roads.
About 30 miles to the south of Arlington is Quantico National Cemetery. It's one of 155 national cemeteries across the nation maintained by the Department of Veterans Affairs National Cemetery Administration. The network also includes 121 state-run cemeteries funded by the VA, and they say about 94% of U.S. veterans have one of these burial sites within 75 miles of home. Still, utilization of VA burial benefits, which include no-cost interment as well as similar benefits for spouses and dependents, is low compared to other VA benefits like health care and education. Last year, just 22%.
That's a number we want to see increase. We want to make sure veterans know that this is an option across America.
So they're working to improve rural access to burial sites and in dense urban areas build above-ground columbariums with a smaller footprint, like this one at Los Angeles National Cemetery. Another will soon open in Queens, New York. All of it a way to say thank you one final time.
The way we look at it is this is the nation's last chance to thank that veteran for their service.
And there will be Memorial Day commemorations at many of those VA cemeteries across the country today. Here at Arlington National Cemetery, President Biden and the First Lady will be among those in attendance for the ceremonies here. In Arlington, Virginia, I'm Karen Kafa.
So it was a sunny and fairly warm day here across northeastern Pennsylvania today. We had temperatures topping out in the 80s, widespread earlier this afternoon. 88 today in Williamsport, 84 in Towanda, 87 in Selinsgrove. And later on this week, it is likely to get even warmer. We see the very subtle change in wind direction, and that's going to warm things up a bit, especially as we move into Thursday and also Friday. We could use some rain at this point, but not a whole lot in the forecast here coming up over the next several days. Near 80 tomorrow, back into the mid-80s on Wednesday, and there we go by Thursday, pushing 90 degrees across much of the region. There is some rain in your 7-day forecast. I'll show you when that will happen coming up a bit later on.
The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration is threatening to strip away one of the nation's largest drug distributors of its license. The agency is giving Morris & Dixon a 90-day window to reach a settlement for its role in the country's opioid crisis. Otherwise, the DEA says it will revoke the company's ability to sell and ship controlled substances. The DEA's decision comes nearly 4 years after a judge recommended the harshest penalty to Morris & Dixon. This over accusations of selling opioids for years, despite evidence of their misuse. Public schools dealing with sinking student proficiency and growing criticism about quality of education and accountability. One prominent civil rights lawyer is working to change the crisis in the classroom in Baltimore, with hopes to eventually bring reform nationwide. Christine Frizzau reports.
After years of concern in the city of Baltimore over dismal test scores, low attendance, and alleged cover-ups, some are trying to take action.
Education is the passport to the future.
Last year, civil rights attorney Ben Crump joined a lawsuit against Baltimore City schools, which accuses the school system of failing to provide an adequate education for students and wasting taxpayer money.
We put all politics aside, we put all special interests aside, and we tried to focus on the children.
In February, our sister station FOX45's Project Baltimore uncovered that there were 23 schools in the city that didn't have a single student who tested proficient in math. But this isn't just an issue in Baltimore. While some numbers were already on the decline, testing from the National Assessment of Educational Progress shows scores for both reading and mathematics dropped to the lowest levels in years across the United States during the pandemic, impacting students across almost all demographic groups.
This is another blow to the children in urban cities that are being pushed under the rug or put in the back of the bus as we know it as black people.
Attorney Ben Crump says every day that passes that these concerns are not treated as a crisis, more and more of America's students could continue to fall through the cracks.
Without a quality education in American society today, you are a target for the school to prison pipeline. You're already in prison. They just have not closed the prison cell door yet.
But he's hopeful the lawsuit against Baltimore City schools will bring both change and accountability beyond the city.
I imagine cities all across America being able to give our children the fundamental building blocks to be successful, constructive citizens in American society.
In Washington, I'm Christine Frizzau.
Coming up, the reviews are in on the debt deal hashed out yesterday between the president and congressional leaders. We'll have the details after the break.
Gordon's search for a food star is a big hit, but a competitive charity event becomes a blowout.
We're done. Wednesday at 9 on Fox 56.
I'm Taylor Whartonby, and you're watching the Fox 56 News. First at 10.
Pick up your new pickup at Einen Buick GMC. Over 30 pickups in stock and more on the way every single week. Stop by our lot on Scranton-Carbondale Highway in Einen, PA. Or visit us at EinenBuickGMC.com for more deals and details. Einen Buick GMC, we are professional grade.
You'll hit the bullseye for fun when you visit the Hatchet Factory in 40 Fort. It's the coolest venue to hit any PA. Book an event with your friends for some healthy and competitive excitement. Regardless of your age, skill, or fitness level, it's a kick-axe good time. Plus, you'll have your own expert to ensure your safety. Come check out the Hatchet Factory and see why throwing axes is better than therapy. Visit thehatchetfactory.com for all the details. Call 570-763-7400. Open Thursday through Sunday.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer, summer. Like getting ice cream, movie nights. I'll keep it down. Hiking with the besties, catching sunsets, or just plain catch. Go long.
Buy a RAV4 with special financing as low as 3.99%. Or pick a spacious Highlander with as low as 3.49% on select models.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Samuel Brand, owner of Accutone Hearing Services. For over 25 years, we've helped thousands of people to hear better and thereby improve their quality of life. What are some of the hidden risks associated with untreated hearing loss? According to a recent Johns Hopkins study, untreated hearing loss has been linked to cognitive decline, dementia, and Alzheimer's disease. Call one of our 3 offices today in Luzerne, Peckville, or Old Forge to book your appointment and free hearing evaluation.
Did you know many local utility companies offer rebates on certain heating and cooling systems for your home? Also, are you aware that households can claim tax credits for the cost of buying and installing heat pumps? Contact Bill Frederici Appliance Repair and Sales. In business for more than 30 years, Bill can help with installations and repairs on furnaces, gas fireplaces, and especially ductless air conditioning. Call Bill Frederici Appliance Repair and Sales today at 570-840-6216.
Pick up your new pickup at Einen Buick GMC. Over 30 pickups in stock and more on the way every single week. Stop by our lot on Scranton-Carbondale Highway in Einen, PA. Or visit us at EinenBuickGMC.com for more deals and details. Einen Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Live, this is Fox 56 News at 10 with Aaron Leedy and Juliana Furfari and your Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Mike Susko. Live, this is Fox 56 News First at 10.
The reviews are in on the debt deal hashed out yesterday between the president and congressional leaders. The results are mixed. Wall Street is on board with the Business Roundtable, a group of about 200 chief executive officers approving and urging the deal's quick passage. Same for the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Across the U.S. Capitol, though, things are more complicated. If the U.S. is to avoid default, the next big phase towards accomplishing that comes tomorrow. That's when the House Rules Committee is expected to consider the deal President Biden and congressional leaders hammered out this weekend. It cuts spending and extends the debt ceiling 2 years, but with a thin majority in the House, Republicans will have to work hard to get the votes, as hardliners are expected to oppose. Some lawmakers are expecting to get it through.
It's not over till it's over, but I think, I've seen the Republican leadership, they're strongly for it. I think it likely gets the votes. I'm not in love with some aspects of the permitting reform that was included in this. But again, default's right around the corner. And from a budget deal perspective, anyone paying attention to this is about where we were going to be.
Congress has until next Monday to iron out the kinks. That's when the U.S. can no longer service the debt.
We've had a lot of sunshine over the last couple of days. Temperatures on the warm side, but as time wears on this week, the sunshine's going to continue, and as the ground continues to dry out, it is going to get even warmer with time. Temperatures climbing through the 80s, upper 80s, and eventually lower 90s on the way. Find out when we could see some much-needed rainfall coming up.
When the mission is to save humanity, who can you count on the most? Stars on Mars, launching June 5th on Fox.
Come to Sunbury Motors Hyundai and check out the wide variety of new and pre-owned vehicles. And right now, we are offering low APRs on select vehicles, both new and used. Sunbury Motor Company, family owned since 1915. Over 100 years of satisfying more customers.
Here's a high school hoops success story that almost didn't happen.
My favorite move is an in and out and a crossover.
Camden's always loved playing basketball. Her feet, not so much.
I would get a lot of shin splints, cramps. My feet were betraying me.
So her mom took her in for a fitting at the Good Feet store. Now she's got 2 rings and 2 clutch arch supports.
They're my secret weapon. I use them every single day.
Stop by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
When the Davises booked their Verbo vacation home, they didn't know about this view. Or the 200-year-old tree in the backyard. Or their neighbors down the hill. But one thing they did know is exactly how much they'd pay. Because Verbo is different. You see the total price up front. Of course, it's good to leave room for some surprises. Is at the center of fine wine and good spirits, bringing together the ingredients you like, the people you love, and the plans that started out as a simple idea. Because we know that when the right combinations come together, amazing things happen. New memories unite with old friends. Good conversation mixes with personal creations. The expected meets the unexpected. And only one thing makes these connections possible. Fine wine and good spirits. What will you bring together? Please enjoy responsibly.
Houston, the Eagle has landed. That's one small step for man, one giant.
Think the moon landing was a big deal?
Holy Toledo.
Hold on to your oxygen tank. Because now when you switch to Xfinity Internet, you get 1 line of unlimited mobile and Wi-Fi equipment free for 2 years. It's all included for $50 a month with a 2-year price guarantee and no annual contract. Don't wait. Get it all with Xfinity.
Come to Sunbury Motors Hyundai and check out the wide variety of new and pre-owned vehicles. And right now, we are offering low APRs on select vehicles, both new and used. Sunbury Motor Company, family owned since 1915. Over 100 years of satisfying more customers.
Get your news now. Follow Fox 56 News on Facebook. Now, your forecast from the Fox 56 Weather Authority.
So sunshine today. Temperatures were on the hot side, especially the farther west that you are. 88 today in Williamsport. Later this week, pretty good chance of hitting 90 or so. 87 in Selinsgrove. Plenty of sun, a little bit cooler farther east and south. Some of the higher terrain holding into the mid-70s. But again, even there, later in the week, it does start to heat up. Here's a look at our Futurecast model. And going through the next couple of days, all the way into Thursday morning, there's not a whole lot to see here. Maybe a cloud or two drifting across the region from time to time. Sort of an unusual weather direction. Typically, our weather goes west to east in some sort of fashion, whether it's northwest to southeast or southwest to northeast. But over the last couple of days and still heading into midweek, we are east-northeast to west-southwest. Big area of high pressure to our north, keeping our weather pretty quiet over the next several days. Into Wednesday morning, 40s and 50s to start. Our lows this time of year happen between 5 and 6 a.m. And then you'll notice quickly by 8 o'clock, temperatures will already be in the 60s and we'll be topping out around 80 or so over the next couple of days. Thursday is a different story. It's going to warm up much more so. In fact, we'll likely get pretty close to what we had earlier today around Williamsport, where it was close to 90. Same story as we head into Thursday, and plenty of sunshine is in the forecast. Cool, comfortable weather tonight. Energy-saving weather, maybe keeping the windows cracked in the upstairs. Upper 40s and low 50s for tonight. Temperatures tomorrow topping out within a few degrees of 80 across much of the area. Troy at 80, Towanda at 81 degrees. Moving off to the south and west, plenty of sun. And same story here, Selinsgrove and Lewisburg at 81, up into Williamsport, over to Lock Haven, 82 degrees. Mostly sunny, if not even completely sunny skies. It's going to be hard-pressed to see a cloud or two for tomorrow. Hazelton at 77 degrees. Scranton at 82, matching that at Bloomsburg, and off to the south and east we go. Some of the higher terrain here running just a little bit cooler, but still a couple of degrees above average for this time of year. Stroudsburg at 75, Jim Thorpe 75, Pottsville and Pine Grove both at 78 degrees. Now, as we move into the long term, there is one chance of rain here, and that comes in on Saturday. Shower, maybe a thunder shower on the way as a cold front will be moving through, but don't look for much in the way of rain. For the most part, we're going to water our gardens and flowers over the next week, it looks like. If you're lucky, you'll get a shower or maybe a downpour on Saturday as that front moves through. But overall, not a whole lot of rainfall on the way. We do turn a bit cooler as we head into Sunday.
All right, still to come here tonight. Now that summer is just around the corner, the demand for teen workers is on the rise. What businesses are doing to hire those teens. And if you have tips or story ideas, you can send them to Fox56News at SBGTV.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Saturdays, baseball's best are showing out. Swing and a drive. Fox Saturday Baseball all season long. June 10th.
Welcome to the Belmont Stakes.
Immortality.
Anticipation building here.
Comes down to this. It's the most famous final furlong in the history of racing.
It's going to be desperately close.
Don't miss the test of the champion.
Invincible.
The 2023 Belmont Stakes. June 10th on Fox.
Coming.
The Volkswagen Taos. German engineering everyone can get into. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer for 1.9% APR financing for 36 months on a new 2023 Taos or Tiguan.
Hi.
Hello there.
Would you like some lemonade?
I would love some lemonade.
$5, please.
5 what?
Supply chain issues. There's a lemon shortage. Have you seen the price of cups these days?
Had enough inflation? Undo inflation with Dish. Now get the same TV bill every month. No price hikes, no matter what, for 3 years. The 3-year TV price guarantee, only from Dish. Tuned in to you.
The Chevy RS family of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen on the Chevy Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist standard on the 2023 Chevy family of SUVs. So take your pick. The choice is yours. Spring into adventure and get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy models when you finance with GM Financial. Visit your Northeast Pennsylvania Chevy dealers.
Wendy's Strawberry Frosty is back for the summer, so Tyler's been spending a lot of Frosty time outside.
Ooh. What? Bro, you look like a strawberry. It'll even out.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Now open late.
Don't wait for your social feeds to deliver local news. Have Fox 56 News deliver the top stories to you. Start delivery now at fox56.com/signup.
Coming?
The Volkswagen Taos. German engineering everyone can get into. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer for 1.9% APR financing for 36 months on a new 2023 Taos or Tiguan.
Watch The Big Bang Theory and play the Flash sweepstakes. You could win the $5,000 grand prize and movie passes to experience The Flash.
Weeknights at 7 and 7:30 on Fox 56. You're watching Fox 56 News first at 10.
Doctors are keeping a closer eye on a little-known respiratory virus. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports cases of the human metapneumovirus, known as HMPV, spiked 36% higher than average this spring. Medical professionals say HMPV is tricky to diagnose since it has the same symptoms as other respiratory viruses like influenza and COVID-19. Those symptoms include coughing, runny nose, sore throat, and fever. Forecasting the weather is a hard enough job, but now meteorologists say that they have been experiencing an increase in threats and abuse. Meteorologists say that they are often being accused of overstating, lying about, or even controlling the weather. The increased harassment is not just a phenomenon confined to the U.S. In Spain, the abuse got so bad that the country's National Weather Agency posted a video on Twitter asking for respect. The demand for teen workers is on the rise this summer due to the tight labor market. Government data shows 34% of teens ages 16 to 19 had jobs in April. That's up 30% from 2019. The numbers also show businesses that typically employ teens like restaurants, retailers, and amusement parks are paying teens higher wages than ever before. Pay in those industries rose almost 5% compared to this time last year. Gas prices aren't up very much, and neither are foods like hot dogs or hamburgers. But they are still going to get you somewhere, and this year, that's on condiments. According to Date Assembly, the price of a bottle of ketchup is up nearly 28% from last year. Mustard also up about 13%. That's a lot more than inflation, so what gives? Experts say producers are still struggling with rising prices on commodities like sugar and wheat used in those products. We'll be right back with the final check of your forecast.
The National Desk. Nearly 4,000 local journalists cover America's news now.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on Fox 56. Modern Family. Weekdays at 5 on Fox 56.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. Lease a Tucson for $249 a month or get 0% APR for 36 months or $750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Has this happened to you? AT&T and Verizon rope you in with phone offers, then bind you to a 3-year device contract. Break free with T-Mobile. Introducing Go 5G Plus, the first plan that always gives new and existing customers the same great device deals, and you're upgrade ready a year earlier. Right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile and get one of the latest 5G smartphones free. Hello? Yes, I'm free. And so are you. No, I'm not tied up at all. Surely this is too many rope jokes.
Break free with Go 5G Plus at T-Mobile.
Ready, set, go.
Education is not a game. It's our children's future.
and it's time to level up. The Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School is a tuition-free public school connecting your student to endless opportunities both in person and virtually. Pioneers of online instruction, PA Cyber provides well-rounded school experience beyond the computer screen. Be virtually awesome. Start your PA Cyber journey today.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can do all your favorite beach activities, like spike ball, whitewater rafting, shrimp boils, wade fishing, or hanging with the locals. You can say that again.
Buy a sporty all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive Camry and get as low as 3.99% APR. Or pick a stylish Corolla sedan or hatchback.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hiring an attorney will be one of the most important decisions you will make following an injury. Over 19 years ago, I set up the disability process for all of the state correctional institutions in Pennsylvania and have handled thousands of cases throughout the state. You will know during the initial conversation if the attorney has the skill and experience to handle your case. Call my office and see what sets me apart. An informed client is a powerful weapon to use against big insurance companies.
Legal advice when in need. Figured law firm for you and your family.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Santa Fe with America's best warranty. Lease a Santa Fe for $229 a month or get 0% APR or up to $1,250 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Here's a final check of your 7-day forecast. Sunshine is back again tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and also into Friday. Each day starts to get a little bit warmer. In fact, by Thursday and Friday, we're getting pretty hot. Temperatures topping out around 90 degrees. Our lone chance of some rain over the next week comes in on Saturday, and even that's not looking like much. A cold front will move through. If you're lucky, you'll get a shower or thunder shower. Otherwise, we'll cool things off just a bit behind that front for the second half of the weekend.
All right, finally tonight, here's the story of a lovely homestead. It's one you may recognize from the days of your youth. Yep, that is the iconic Brady Bunch house. That's for sale for a cool $5.5 million. And you could channel your inner Mike or Carol Brady. A few years back, HGTV bought the North Hollywood property for $3.5 million, then renovated it on the show A Very Brady Renovation. The house needed it because back in the 70s, producers only used exterior shots from the show. That is your local news at 10. You can find us anytime at FOX56.com. Have a great night.
Get your Fox 56 news as it happens. Follow us on Twitter at Fox56Wolf.
Save over $7,500 on select Ford F-150s and select Explorers discounted $3,500. For these and other amazing deals, check out SunburyFord.com. Sunbury Motor Company, family owned since 1915. Over 100 years of satisfying more customers.
You'll hit the bullseye for fun when you visit the Hatchet Factory in 40 Fort. It's the coolest venue to hit any PA. Book an event with your friends for some healthy and competitive excitement. Regardless of your age, skill, or fitness level, it's a kick-axe good time. Plus, you'll have your own expert to ensure your safety. Come check out the Hatchet Factory and see why throwing axes is better than therapy. Visit thehatchetfactory.com for all the details. Call 570-763-7400. Open Thursday through Sunday.
Save big during the Memorial Day mattress sale at Raymore and Flanagan. Get huge savings on top brands. Up to $500 off Tempur-Pedic, up to $400 off Beauty Rest Black, up to $300 off Purple, and much more. Or finance your new mattress for as little as $15 a month with no deposit and no interest for 72 months. Mattresses are in stock and ready for free next day delivery and removal. Grab these deals while they last. The Memorial Day mattress sale is on now at Raymore and Flanagan.
You served our country bravely, and we are forever grateful. If you're a veteran with a service-connected disability, you may be eligible for a housing modification grant. At Perez, we can help process your application and make the changes you need to be safe and comfortable in your home. Call today Funding is limited. Perez, design, build, remodel. Love where you live.
Watch the world's top stars shine bright in Paris with Grand Slam glory on the line. It's the French Open, live on Tennis Channel.
That was something special.
Don't miss comprehensive live coverage from the year's second major as the best athletes on earth.
What a sport this is.
Battle for one of the greatest titles in sports. So wherever you are, don't miss a second, because it doesn't get bigger than this. The French Open, daily live coverage now through June 11th on Tennis Channel.
Save over $7,500 on select Ford F-150s and select Explorers discounted $3,500. For these and other amazing deals, check out sunburyford.com. Sunbury Motor Company, family owned since 1915.